Is it filming? Oh, I can check the...
Welcome to my first motorcycle ride on public roads. The goal for today was to go to the gas station for the first time and to also get coffee. And also not crash. I've been practicing for a few weeks in parking lots, and the weekend before this I took the permit class and passed my permit test. And this is my first time back on a bike since then. This ride was a really big milestone for me, and I was really intimidated, but also really excited. I wanted to stay in the neighborhoods as much as possible, but that could only get me so far. It would have been cool if this was more like a moto vlog and I could talk to you while I was riding, but I definitely wanted to be more focused on riding than on talking. And the audio quality would have sucked anyways, because I don't have a mic yet. At this point, I was starting to feel warmed up and started getting a little bit more comfortable on the bike. With that said, as I came up to a busier street, I started to get nervous.
I don't know if I want to go on this road.
I started slowing down way too early and stopping for a car that was miles away.
I'll wait for this Tesla.
This video highlights how much practice I need shifting and braking, but I was quite proud that I didn't stall it and my takeoffs were getting a lot better than they used to be. Okay, so this road isn't that busy, but when you're used to riding in circles in a parking lot, there's a lot more to pay attention to. I was trying to look super far ahead and make sure no one was gonna pull out in front of me from their driveways or the four-way intersections.
Going the speed limit. Okay, you're right. Look ahead. Watch driveway, watch the road. It's so windy!
I'm definitely overly cautious and slowing down way too early and stopping for probably a little bit too long. Looking like 3 to 7 times every time that I stop. Just to be sure. At this next turn, it's like a left turn, but there are like a lot of bushes and I'm afraid that people can't see me, so I probably become more of a hazard just waiting for that long, but it seems safer to me.
Oh shit, sorry.
Downshifting was also pretty rough and I kept engine braking a lot. Thankfully, Nick was behind me, so he was anticipating me doing silly things like that. So this takeoff wasn't too bad, but past Gabby said it best.
I need to get better at shifting. That's so rough.
Dang, the weather was so nice. Leading up to this day, we had like weeks of constant rain, and then the sun came out for this one day on the weekend so I could practice, and then it rained the next day, so I was pretty lucky.
I'm scared.
I definitely had moments where I was more afraid and moments where I was just like in shock by me actually driving on the road to get somewhere, like going from point A to point B and just being somewhere new. Felt like I teleported because there's like no way I could have ridden a bike there. Like, that's crazy, but I felt very cool, even if I sucked.
Yeah, I want to go perpendicular to it for sure. This is gonna be funny to watch.
"12 seconds later."
Alright, now that we're all gassed up, it's time to go get some coffee So we got to go back through the worst parking lot that has ever existed in the universe. This was my first time going over anything kind of bumpy, and it's not that bumpy, but I was still slightly terrified. Was just trying to put more weight on the feet pegs so I didn't fall over or something stupid. I really liked these moments where I just knew it was clear and I could just go without stopping for an eternity. These shifts are interesting.
Is it a yield?
It was a lot different. Like, I drive on this road all the time, but on a bike it just felt like a different parallel reality that I wasn't used to.
Thank you.
I also kept leaving my blinker on, and Nick had to remind me from the car behind me that it was on for like 5 blocks. So I was just doing my thing, chilling at my 26 miles per hour when Nick informed me.
Speed limit 35?
Aw, heck, here we go. Being on a bike feels so fast, like the wind, the noise, the everything, you just feel like you're going light speed and you're going 35 miles per hour. I feel like that's probably something I'll get used to pretty fast, but I definitely wasn't used to it yet. Alright, here's a little example of a takeoff and a shift up. What? An upshift? Alright, and then I just continue on this road until I get to the coffee shop. And we made it! I can successfully go get coffee on my own.
I'm parking over here. Oh my god.
This place is one of my favorites. I got a matcha latte and Nick got a coffee and did this. So look how nice it was. We sat outside even though it wasn't super warm and just enjoyed our coffee. Cheers.
My tummy hurts. Okay, it's good? Can you hear me? Wait, don't back out. Just follow me. Okay.
Maybe it was partially the tummy ache, but I was really nervous to go back on the street for some reason. I had to sit here for a sec and take some breaths and psych myself up. Nothing really happened that made me be scared, I just was. So the ride back was pretty uneventful, and I was talking to myself quite a bit, but the audio was too bad to capture it. Mostly just me figuring out that 35 or 40 miles per hour isn't that bad, and that the wind is windy. This four-way stop kind of scares me just because of how many lanes it is. I was kind of eyeing this blue car, but he was stopping, so didn't have to do anything crazy. The wind noise in the audio is really bad, and you can see me figure out that once you turn your head, it wants to stay turned, so I was kind of having some fun with that. Dang, I cannot get over how beautiful this day was. This is another one of those really satisfying stop takeoff situations, and almost nearing the end of my ride, and I do like a very large lean here for some reason, but it's always kind of fun. There's this big hill that I get scared to go down because for some reason I don't like going very fast, and then I pull the clutch in and then I just go faster, so I'm still figuring that out. I was so stoked that I made it home, safely with my coffee and my gas, and I ran to Nick for my celebratory high five.